Well, hello there, good people. It's Sharon again. It's been a few weeks now. Trump won the election. Doesn't make me very happy. Nor does it make a lot of other people very happy at all. A lot of the predictions that were made that were poo-pooed, no, that never happened. They're already starting to happen. He's creating global problems. He's creating grief and agitation from other countries' leaders. We'll have to see how this works out. I don't think it's going to be good. He's creating the tariffs, and it's going to actually cause all of our prices to raise, not fall and get better. I don't know. None of it looks very good. They've done the Project 2025 evaluation, mentioned Trump over 300 times. And yet he claims to know nothing about it. But it was written by the Heritage Foundation people. And many of them have been appointed or are being appointed to Trump's staff. What's that tell you? Some of these things are already taking place, and it's frightening to a lot of people. Should be frightening somewhat to everyone. Depends on which parts of it you're looking at. But from my group, it's terrifying. The things he wants to do to harm our lives, I don't understand. He's taken it to extreme cases. I have a friend that says, "Oh, don't worry. You're a protected species. People like you aren't going to be touched." I think he's delusional. He is about some other things too. We're worried. A lot of people are saying, well, it's time to get out of the country. We're going to pick up and we're going to leave. Where are we going to go to? Many places are as bad or worse. Where are we going to go? At present time, this is still our best shot. And for those who can leave, there's really not that many. It's expensive. How are you going to live? How are you going to survive in another country? How are you going to take things with you for your benefit? No, most of us are stuck right where we're at. I know I am. Nor do I want to leave. I have my family. My mother, my siblings, my nieces, my nephews, my grandchildren. Starting to see some great-grandchildren, not mine, but from my siblings. How do you leave all of that? People you care about and people who care about you. But how much do some of them care? I've heard a lot of people commenting, well, if you voted for Trump, you cannot be my friend. We can't talk anymore. We didn't show up for Thanksgiving dinner because you supported Trump. Why do they feel so strongly about that? Be truthful, I do too. Why do they feel that strong? Why do I feel that strong? But I take a different bend to it. How can you say you love me when you support somebody who hates me and is trying to harm me? That's a question that really burns in my mind. The answer is a lot of people just have not educated themselves. They haven't looked. They don't seem to want to know. They look at sound clips and things or something from the Heritage Foundation. Well, this is what they said during a church service on television. First of all, you're not supposed to mix religion and politics. It says that right in the scriptures. They seem to miss that part. But I don't want to separate and put all these people out who have been deceived. They have been. They've been misinformed. As a friend of mine would say, they drank the Kool-Aid. He accuses me of that all the time. But I truly think he went back for a second class. I can't condemn people for thinking they were okay. But this is a very, very strong position. It's not okay. It isn't even beginning to be okay. It's a terrifying future for anyone like me. Granted, there aren't that many. There's a lot of LGBT people. The actual T part, transgender, there's less than 1% of the population. Less than 1%. But yet, they're trying to villainize us, condemn us, create fear of us. We're not the ones to be afraid of. We aren't hurting people. We aren't doing anything. But it's a sounding board. It's easy to pick on a group so small that they can't fight back. And the more people you can rally together to get to hate them, the stronger your position comes, because more people hate others, and that gives them control. That's what's going on. And for those who haven't done their research and done their homework and don't know any better, this is what we're ending up with. A country full of people who hate the few people like me. Or, let's go to a greater scale, immigrants. Why do they hate them so much? They look different. They might talk a little different. Not that much. We've had all through our history. Our whole country is immigrants. Everyone but the Native Americans are immigrants and have a background of coming from immigrants. Doesn't that mean we're trying to hurt ourselves by doing that? I think it does. What about those who have contributed tremendous things to our country, our morals, our finances? It's a group of people who've done a tremendous amount of good. And you want to get rid of them all? You're going to cause some serious collapse of finances, workforce people, and other things. This is not going to play out well. I don't know how much of his claims he's actually going to be able to pull off. Not very many, I hope. Because the more he does, the more devastating it'll be. And I just hope those who claim to love me, or even like me, and others that are similar to me, I hope that they learn. I'm going to try my hardest to forgive everybody who has done something to cause us harm. Causing more harm is not a solution. It's not an answer. It's not the way to go forward. We have to work together. We have to battle those attacking, whether it's a small group of transgender folks or a very large group of immigrants falsely accused. We have to band together. We have to stand up, even though the election's done, and say, hey, this isn't right. Let's look at the Constitution, which has been flat out attacked and has been said by our incoming people that they'll ignore it. They'll change it if they have to. I hope we have enough things in place to stop that. And I hope we have enough people willing to be in place to stop that, instead of going along with a horde of hate and oppression And for what reason? To stroke their ego, I guess. I don't know. Why do they want to treat people like that? To prove that they're better. They're not. So I got to dig in, along with many others like me. Do what we can, see what happens. Try to hold our head up and try to survive. Well, just my opinion. Till next time.